Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the earnings for GM, General Motors. General Motors earnings, it's actually mixed, really. I'm not impressed, but then that is me. The actual revenue is 35.98 billion, while the estimate is 37.33 billion. The EPS is $2.09, and the estimate was $1.68. I mean, that's, the bottom is actually very good. However, the stock, relatively, it has been down for about 10% or so this year. I'm not really impressed by the GM. I have GM in my portfolio though, but not for a long time investment. Sometimes I have some stocks that I use, just to trade one way or the other. But yeah, that is GM's earnings. Let's have a look at the details of the earnings. Let's see what aspect of the business is doing well. Let's have a look at it line by line. Let's dissect it. Let's see what we can get, and also we look at the technical details for price action, if we can get anything from it. But let's have a look at it. Here is the earnings detail for GM first quarter 2022. GM report first quarter 2022. The tryout: General Motors Company, New York Stock Exchange, GM. Today reports first quarter earnings driven by improved production and robust customer demand in North America. GM expects full year 2022 net income in a range of 9.6 billion to 11.2 billion and is reaffirming its earnings guidance of EBIT adjusted in a range of 13.0 billion to 15.0 billion. Result overview: 3 month ended. That's at the end of March 31st, 2022, and March 31st, 2021. These are the changes. The ones you see in bracket are negative. So revenue in 2022 it's 35.97, while here in 2021 is 32.474. The difference is 3.505. Net income attribute to stockholders. Here it's down. 2021 is better, so you have negative 83 here. EBIT adjusted. It's also down in 2022. You have negative 373. Net income margin, it's also down, so you have 1.1 here. Automotive operating cash flow, as you can see, 2022 is slightly better. Now let's move on to other information. 2022 guidance: full year EPS diluted between $5.76 and $6.76, and EPS diluted adjusted of between $6.50 and $7.50. Full year net income between 9.6 billion and 11.2 billion, and EBIT adjusted of between 13.0 billion and 15.0 billion. See below for reconciliation of non-GAAP measure to their most directly comparable GAAP, which is the US standard. Conference call. Okay. Mary Barra and Chief Financial Officer Paul Jacobson will host a conference call for investors and analysts. These are just the timeline. We don't need that. We move straight to, okay, let's look at this information. General Motors is a global company focused on advancing an all-electric future that is inclusive and accessible to all. At the heart of this strategy is the Ultium battery platform, which will power everything from mass market to high performance vehicle. General Motors, its subsidiaries and its joint ventures entitled sell vehicles under the Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Belgian, and Ulin brands. Let's go on to financial details. Non-GAAP reconciliation. The following table reconcile net income loss attributed to stockholder under the US GAAP to EBIT loss adjusted dollar dollar in millions. These figures are in millions. Net income loss attributed to stockholder. Okay, we've seen that this year is slightly lower than last year. Income tax expense benefit slightly lower than last year. Once you see the bracket is negative, automotive interest income slightly lower as well. Cruise compensation modification, this is better. Total adjustment, it is better in 20. Okay, this is slightly loss overall in 2022. 2021 was a bit better. Let's have a look at the 3 month ended. Diluted earnings, common shares 1.987 per share, $1.35. This is the amount, and this is per share. Comparing 2022 and 2021, as you can see the difference. 2021 was slightly better. Let's go down. The following table reconcile net automotive cash provided used in the operating vehicles under the US GAAP to adjusted automotive free cash flow, dollar in millions. March 31, 2022 and March 31, 2021. As you can see, the negative you have here is meaning that 2021 was slightly better. The GM Korea, this is restructuring, negative guidance, reconciliation. The following table reconcile expected net income loss attributed to stockholder under the US GAAP expected EBIT dollars in million. Year ending 2021. Income tax expense, this is it. Net income attributable to stockholder 9.6, to 11.2. We've seen that earlier. Refer to the reconciliation. So basically, we can see that slightly this they ended first quarter 2022 and first quarter 2021. 2021 was slightly better. Diluted earnings per common share December 31st, 2022. As you can see, the EPS diluted, you have a total of 6.5, between 6.50 to 7.50. So let's let's move on to the technical details. Here is the technical chart for General Motors (GM). GM is one of the leading EVs in the US. When after Tesla and Ford, you would definitely name GM. And it seems President Biden is deliberately promoting Ford and GM instead of Tesla. Elon Musk recently complained of that. He has invited Ford and GM to, I think some conference without Tesla. Anyway, the stock is actually sitting on a support line here, and is trading below 20-day, below 20-day and 50-day moving average. It's actually trending down. So let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, it does show you that it traded below 200-day moving average. The stock is bearish. Let's check what it has dropped from the recent high of 67. I think, let's see. Yeah, we can see that it has dropped about 43% from the recent high. 43%. The stock is trending down. It is bearish. We're still within correction territory on S&P and Nasdaq. So as you can see, and if we, it's trending down. Let's go back to daily chart. It is trading below 20-day moving average. The stock is bearish. GM, even with with the earnings, at the end it's not bad, but the stock is still down. Yeah, just be careful with these stocks.
We have seen the earnings details, we have seen the technical chart, we have seen the financials. Look, guys, it's up to you. If you want to add GM to your portfolio, I have it in my portfolio. I'm not impressed by the earnings. GM is one of these EV stocks that I own. I own Tesla, I own GM, I own FSR and Fisker. I also own Ford. But guys, the EV stocks are really down these days. Even Tesla is on the way down now. It's going down because of Elon Musk purchase of Twitter. Whatever. Be sure you make your valuation before you add this stock to your portfolio. Do not just add stocks to your portfolio because you watch it on a YouTube. Do your own analysis. Thank you for watching this channel. Thank you for subscribing. We continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Please call again. Bye.